Hello, everybody. Welcome to another session of Starfinder with our favorite space cowboys. That's the players. How are y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man.
Good.
Yeah, good.
I'm doing much better now that it's Friday and I'm home.
Hooray, being home.
Indeed.
Where's Michael at?
I'm here.
Brain dead? Did you? Am I calling you for cam call?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. I have BC open.
I got to messing with animated backgrounds.
Well, you chose a good one, I think.
Oh, I forgot to open my one program. 1 second. Here's so slow. Okay.
No, I forgot to play the music. Hello.
Whoa, what was that?
You pushed the button.
You went to the widescreen mode, Carl.
You pushed the red button again, Carl.
Sorry, I just increased my res to HD.
Yeah, that's what screwed up everything. Put it back,
Yeah,
please.
resized all my windows.
Yeah.
You want me to decrease my resolution?
Yeah, set it back to whatever it was.
Yeah, now I have to rearrange windows.
I don't think either matters so much as it's changing, which makes it weird.
Yeah, well, that and it went to widescreen format, which then jacks up
Yeah.
all the camera settings and stuff.
Yeah, it's the widescreen that screws with it.
Alright, let's see if I can put this back in order here.
Ah!
I'm Jeremiah.
No, you're not.
I'm in his box.
Ha ha ha.
Jeremiah, I'm in your box.
Oh, well, you didn't even buy me dinner first. Jeez.
Hey, can I say? It's feeling a little randy.
What do you mean you're in his box? You're not in his box, you're in your own box.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the man in the box.
Okay, windows are back where they should be.
What the holy...
So, who would like to give a recap of last session?
There we go. We were in space.
The Final Frontier?
It might be. I don't know. There might be a frontier after this one, but I'm not sure. Cotton doesn't know that. He thinks there's always something else out there. Oh, you know what? I don't have any.
Well, I remember we fought some bugs near a trash heap. We ended up with like a generator and something else.
And
Then we
jump
went,
jets.
yeah, jump jets, and then we went into a hallway that we thought nothing was there. We found out it was different later. Then we went into the shopping area, and the xenophobic dudes jumped on Cotton, and we all flew into action. He had just met me, but I literally set myself on fire and flew across the room back to one guy. Then after that, we went above to like another shopping area. I kicked some guys' ass in push-ups, and you guys did a lot of shopping. Cotton scared a little rat dude back into his hole, and then I think we just said we were leaving at the end because from what I remember, the guy kept saying if you wait an hour, maybe he'll calm down, come back out. But then we were saying, well, we're heading out anyway, so
They were gonna think about that, and then also see what's up with the big blue guy.
My bitch. Right before the game, Venom messaged me and like tried to retcon things when it was canon that I kicked that guy's ass in the calisthenics physical fitness contest.
I would remember.
Oh, I totally remember. Because I was like Cookie Monster, and I did a lot more. I rolled a lot higher on push-ups than he did, or something.
I did the roll just to humor you. That's all.
That's a Cookie Monster.
Player
You saying you forgot to put his plot armor on?
Anywho,
Plot Incorporated makes some great armor.
Brad, you need to upgrade the Strahd campaign to Unity, if only so that I can put Unity on either one of my monitors if I want to.
Wait, what's it do? Monitor what? Classic does it?
Well, I've got Classic doesn't let me like resize the window, and well, I guess I can stretch it across two screens, but I can't make it windowed and switch it over to my other monitor. Like I can go to my second monitor with Unity. Maybe it's a setting I need to change. I don't know.
I always have mine across 2 monitors.
What's that?
I always have mine on 2.
For what? Unity?
For
Oh, for Classic?
Well, make sure you don't have the window maximized, because then it's going to maximize and put it only on one window.
Either that or just drop it in the middle of your 2 monitors and it will maximize across both.
Yeah, I'll have to get into Classic and try it again, but I know with it like there was nothing for me to click to minimize it or reduce it or turn it into a window. It was basically just took up my main monitor and would not budge.
You right click. I don't, it's one of the options on the right clicking on the basic desktop, not on like an image or a token or anything.
Okay.
It's the same method you go to exit and such.
Okay, I'll have to try that tomorrow. I didn't know that because with Unity it just let me do it from the get-go, but with Classic I haven't been able to.
Yeah, Unity is much more user friendly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so to start off, after kind of ignoring or barely even attempting to do push-ups with Zampano, he gets up and begins to walk through the crowd, and he manages to find his way to you, Zivrak. He kind of looks like he's checking you out, and he gives you a 10-foot coil of rope.
Thanks.
And snatches your hat off your head and runs this way.
You've been de-hatted.
Cookie Monster did this?
Geology hat. Guys, we gotta go get my hat back. Come on.
He's not that fast. He's not that fast. We can get him.
Oh, hold on. I'm dropping the item in your inventory, Zivrak. There you go.
Zampano activates Stellar Rush and charges after Cookie Monster on fire.
Okay.
Which is a nice cable, but I need my archaeology hat. How else can I do science and such?
Oh, is that door closed? Okay.
You belong in a museum.
All right, 1 second. The majority of this chamber is taken up by several raised platforms, some of which are covered in scattered pieces from unusual games. Squares of plastic bearing holographic images, plastic chits of various shapes and colors, and hexagonal wooden containers filled with glass beads, among other paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia.
That's what I was thinking.
Like game paraphernalia. tokens and dice and the like.
Where is he?
You don't see him in here. However,
Let me
watch on a different one. You see beings that resemble yellow crystals with spindly spider-like legs gather near a table. Glowing light in their crystalline bodies brightens and dims, accompanied by a burst of crackling noises. It looks something like this.
Had a cell phone in his hands?
That's a good question.
It looks like a
Looks like a
handheld
pistol.
gun,
Yeah, it looks like a pistol. Mute myself.
but he's like holding the handguard.
Yeah,
But
was he
there-
gonna shoot the ceiling?
Yeah, there's two of them. I'm not sure what it is, but whoever's kind of checking out these guys can give me a culture or sense motive.
I wonder if they belong to a culture of hat thieves.
Actually, you don't understand how they're communicating or if they're even communicating, but they seem to be sizing you up as potential targets.
These look like mosquito-looking things, right?
How many of them are there again?
There's two.
Oh, let's see.
Well, I look intimidating as possible. Can I roll an intimidate check to try to get him back down?
There was my cultural roll.
Oh, let me see. They kind of describe how you're intimidating them.
So if they're sizing me up as a potential target, I kind of lean on my big ass plasma cannon. I look threatening, etc., etc.
You adjust your face skin.
Exactly.
Well, the devices they have, you see them both kind of get tossed up, and then they catch them, and they both kind of run to the other end of the table, and with their in a non-threatening manner. However,
We're just nerds playing a game, man.
you two give me a perception check.
What two?
Um,
Not me.
Zampano and Zivrak, y'all. I'm not sure what y'all are doing in there. No, not
Wit's over
Zivrak.
there too.
I meant Wit. Zampano. Yeah, Zampano did join, so he should be there. Well, everybody but Zampano sees. Let's see, what is it? You notice that one of them seems to be examining a model of a starship before they quickly hide the object from view. It seemed to be mantis-like, you two.
The ship was mantis-like, or the
The ship was mantis-like, yes. The model
So
ship.
it
The
didn't
band
look
was-
like a regular Pact Worlds thing at all.
No.
Band U2 was mantis like.
It looked somewhat of Aslanti origin, but been modified.
Caught that. They ain't still caught with my hat, did they?
No, Cotton's trying to fix the slideshow on the overlay because it's still got Bishop stuff in there. What is Zampano's race?
Karasha Lashinta.
Slug.
How do you...
Slug face.
Yeah, give me a spelling on that.
I'll put it in the chat. Oh, there you
that's
go.
spelled right.
Benno
I
got
think
it. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I mean, I think that's the spelling. Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's what it is.
Basically, the Korisha is like the subspecies.
Sub-race, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're the tough ones.
Yeah,
think
they're
so,
less scholarly ones.
The snails. They got shells.
They're the jock slugs as opposed to the nerd slugs.
Sure, let's go with that.
Science.
Go milk yourself, cow.
Ha 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 ha
Hey,
ha.
Brad,
Yeah.
didn't you say you learned a language with your last level up? What language was that?
I feel like I did.
Was it Aquan?
Oh
Or
yeah, Aquan I did before.
okay.
I was thinking we didn't just level up recently, so yeah.
No, it wasn't like just yesterday or anything.
No, I was thinking because I think I learned culture on Sunday or Tuesday or something. The last I learned was Aquan because I got those books on tape from the Aquan speaker.
All right, well, if you want, you can give me a life science roll, Zivrak.
I'm imagining just a dude putting a straw into water and blowing for 3 hours. Exactly.
Well, the crackling noises and such is probably you think it's a byproduct of how they communicate, but that's about all you can glean with that roll.
Of what communicates? I missed part of that.
The glimsters.
Oh, the
Glimshar?
the
Glimshar.
the lightning bug guys. Okay.
They do look arachnid. Actually, I believe they are arachnid. They
They
do
got
have
8
8
legs.
legs. I'm not sure if that was a player race that was available in Aeon Throne or not. Right. All right. Well, Zivrak, you go into this room and sets of mechanical arms hang limply from the southern wall. Links of rope and canvas sheets stretch between them. An empty bin has been pushed up against the western wall. This area is a bit quieter than the rest of the outpost.
Hey, is that the guy who took my hat?
Yes, he seems to be wearing it.
Oh, it is a nice hat. Excuse me, blue guy. Why did you take my hat?
Rawr, 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 rawr.
And
Oh,
hey, Steven, why
Steve.
did you take my hat? Maybe we should get this slug guy to translate. Or the snail guy.
I don't speak that.
Well, if you'd like, you can attempt diplomacy or intimidation. However, both of them are going to be at a -5.
Caught it. We need you.
Mess with Photoshop, man. Give me just a second. Okay, what? What are we doing?
Hey, Jeremiah, looks scary, maybe.
Try to intimidate the
Diplomacy.
giving the
Diplomacy? Did you ask for, Vino?
Yes, but
When all
you'd have
else
to come in there.
fails.
Well, you'd have to come in there first because you're out in the hallway.
I don't even see. I don't even have a map. Well, I probably do, but you know, I don't. Oh, look, there's a map.
Oh, there
It's
it
a
is.
huge map. Oh, it's because
You want a map? Here's your fucking map.
Here's your fucking map, you prick. Yeah, cotton.
Well, I didn't feel like resizing it just to resize it again. So you got the full thing.
No, that's
That's what she
because
said.
I had rescaled my UI. Because I
That
can't.
probably had.
No, it's specifically for your game because I can't see the text in here. You need to use like one of Matty Carey's text fonts or something.
I do. I really do.
Oh, jeez.
Gotcha.
Brad,
Speaking of Matty Carey,
you've been. Matty Carey just
teamwork.
got gifted a sub. Oh shit, Brad, you've been sitting there just waiting to do that to me, haven't you? Because I've been all quiet.
Well, yeah, to do
Yeah,
something. This guy took my hat.
very
Need to make sure
nicely
you're
done.
awake over there.
Very
so you
nicely
can get my
done.
hat back.
All right, so I'm throwing some diplomacy at this dude, right?
Right.
Where am I at? I'm in here. I'm coming in here.
All right. Well, just as you get in there,
Let's
But,
everybody calm down just a second here, damn it.
just- well, you come in, you're about to give your speech. Just as how was Jeremiah intimidating? Because that role succeeded.
Well, can I shoot the hat off of his head like a old gunslinger and just boom?
Careful with my hat.
Can I appeal to him with my muscles? We have a bond.
All right, so Jeremiah is brandishing a weapon at him.
Yep. Give it back or else, basically.
Well, he kind of sheepishly backs down a bit, takes the hat off, holds it out in front of him, and also with his other hand.
Okay, well, once he puts it down, I
No,
take the gun off of him.
those that wish to give me a culture check.
Do you want your rope back?
I get your culture check.
Where's my screen?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
you definitely think that he basically
I can't.
refunding. Yeah, you think the same thing, Zivrak, with that nat 20.
He's kind of a nice rope, but he's my favorite hat.
All right, well, it gives your hat back and it takes back the piece of rope. And by the way, it was a really fancy piece of rope.
Yeah, I also offer it my half-eaten crushed succulent paste tube. It's a gesture of universal friendship.
He takes it and then he's like patting the couple of pouches and bags on his hip. It's like he's trying to look for something in exchange for it. Ah, okay. He pulls out a single battery and hands it to you, Zivrak.
Right.
If you want, you can just add a battery to your inventory because I'm sure you already have some.
I'll put my hat on and tuck that away. Let me see if I can talk to him.
What language is it?
He says, "No, your
You have
mother."
no idea.
Even ask Stephenese.
You have no idea what language.
And we're talking about the parallel. I always want to call it the pariah, right?
Yeah, it's
One
perilous as
second.
far as I know.
Because I know a lot of languages, man. And
Common and I know violence. Those are the only two languages.
Aslanti, Castravellian, Common, Drow, Elven, Gnome, Terran, Vesk. Any of those work for you? Well, we can see where this is leading. Hey, fellers, let's go in here and take a look around. Hey, what's going on? What is this?
It seems to be an old derelict repair bay of some sort.
Guys, you look around and talk to the big blue guy. I'm gonna go find our snail friend.
Is the equipment any good here? When you say
What do you
derelict,
mean your snail friend?
The guy who said he'd work as a translator.
job of the slug.
He wasn't a slug.
No,
He
he was a
was-
snail. He had a shell.
He was chitinous, yes, but he was more insect-like.
Chitinous.
Chitinous.
Whatever. The point is that I don't know what he is, but I'm gonna go find him while they look around.
Well, you'll find him in the cantina, and he'll tell you that he's just too tired. His disease is taking its toll on him. But he is very grateful for the help with his voice box and whatnot.
All right, I'll buy him a cactus paste and come back over.
Well, aren't you trained in medicine?
Yes. He didn't want me to check him medically before.
Well, now his attitude towards you is quite a bit more favorable.
Let me
So,
make sure that you're okay there.
He's going to
yeah,
give you a
very
full
well.
body cavity examination. Looky there.
Just trying to find the nice roll. Trying to find the DC for his disease and whatnot. Where is it?
Is he down with the sickness?
Come on, get
But
up.
he's not disturbed.
Hmm.
Come
All the
on.
people in the left wing rock,
Get up, get down with the sickness.
and all the people in the projects rock.
You better get up. Come on, get down with the sickness. Gotta get up. Come on, get down with the sickness. So, what are we doing here, fellas?
Yeah, huh? I'd say that you. What is the DC for treat disease? I'm thinking it's like 25, ain't it?
That's treat deadly wounds. Let me see about treat.
Treat disease. That's what Cotton has, man. He's always eating like Rice Krispie treats and. Anybody got any
It
treats?
says
His
it's the
glaucoma.
DC of the disease.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you give him a thorough scan and such, and you pop out your wait,
Put it back in.
you're not Etienne. You do not have the science lab on you.
No, I just have like a fancy medical kit.
Is it a basic or advanced?
Well, it's basic, but I put glitter on the outside.
You bedazzled your
It's-
medical kit?
This doesn't actually cure the disease either. It makes him more resistant to his next check.
It gives a bonus to when he naturally checks.
Right. So, but in the process, I'd say you basically you use your med kit to assemble a small cocktail of things to make him feel better, and in the process it does heal him a little bit, and he does look like he's feeling much better.
It just gives you the morphine and adrenaline, but from space.
Doesn't actually say. What's the reference? Wow, it's a once per week.
Where is old Krusty Krab at?
In the cantina.
That's where
You guys
Cotton's
should
at. Somebody
look
mentioned
around
treats.
that room and stuff.
I don't think there's anything here. It's kind of a derelict hangout for derelicts.
Space is a lonely place.
Yeah, for some
There's a
reason-
big weird looking box.
Lonely town.
I guess we don't have any feline adventurers with us to hide in the box.
What's in the box?
Yeah, I think he only needed one more save to cure himself of the disease anyway. So I'm going to say with that amazing medicine roll that I'm going to say that you cured it because it doesn't exactly give a cure for it other than him making the weekly saving throws. So, and once you have done this, he does agree to go with you to help with the Glimshars or whatever the hell they're called.
Mosquitoes.
Replenish more.
Close the window.
Oh, hey, God, did you come for snacks?
Do what?
Did you come to get snacks into vending machine?
Yeah, I'm starting to get the munchies, man.
Well, there is a food dispensary to your south.
Yeah, that cactus base was pretty good.
Didn't we were we gonna did we get the key or this area over here. I remember we were supposed to go over here.
And make some kind of knocking.
Yeah.
Well, should we do that while we're here, or should we go talk to the bug guys?
I can wait. I'm fine. I just was remembering.
But Cotton, did you want to get some from the food dispensers?
Yeah, why
It's
not?
only 3 credits. Well, the choices are once again. Let's see, where are they?
Credits. 3 credits, right?
Yep. Crushed succulent paste, fermented meat honey,
I
jellied
want some of
skin
that.
fungus.
Fermented meat honey. I want to try some of that.
Okay.
I like some good meat honey.
Where you get it and you notice that it's kind of fatty, and somehow the sweet juices from whatever meat this was made from is sweet, but it also has this odd aftertaste, probably because it's fermented.
Well, Cotton's not really into alcohol, man. Alcohol
Well,
makes for bad experiences most of the time.
just because it's fermented doesn't mean it's necessarily fermented alcohol wise.
It's like kimchi.
Yeah. But the other things in here are jellied skin fungus, tarwell polyps, and tongue and eye fish.
I think I took the best selection of those. Meat honey. Nothing like some meat honey. Remind me never to fucking eat at this restaurant again. Cotton walks off. What's going on, fellas? What are we doing?
Alright, well, Hashishire did say that he would translate for you with the Glimshars.
Or I guess that's good.
He's feeling much better. He's got some pep in his step.
Let's go talk to Glimshars then. Where they at? They're back through.
They're in the casino. Yeah.
They're playing Space Dungeons and Dragons.
See, with line of sight, you can't take like through the wall shortcuts.
Nope.
I like
Which
that.
I kind of like, to be honest.
This is the
I
casino.
know some of those
right?
maps are really big.
All right. Well, Hashishire joins you, and he goes over and he pulls out a data pad and begins kind of typing away at it. Yeah. While the Glimshars are reading it, he tells you that they speak and understand Terran, but their method of communication is very, very different than most sentient beings. So the only way I found to communicate is via typing. So he's basically explained, he's here to translate for you guys. So what do y'all want to ask him or anything? He does tell you that the one that he's speaking with, his name is Bright Crackle Flicker Dim.
That would have been my guess.
Bright, crack, flipper.
What's your friend's name?
You would have to ask that, wouldn't you, Brad? You're an asshole.
Well, I can't scare you. You can just ignore that I asked that question.
If it was Deadlands, there's a little name generator down there at the bottom. Savage Worlds name generator. Light bright.
Yeah, light, bright, crackle, fizz.
Brackle,
Yeah,
crackle, fizz.
Yeah, I think I left out the first.
Let's just call him Light Bright.
Bright, and light, bright.
Light
Guys,
Bright. Making. You guys are all too young to remember Light Bright, the toy.
I'm not.
No,
I had a light bright.
I had one.
I wanted one, but never got one.
Our floor had one at my first year of college in the dorms, but they took it away.
What? Somebody was probably being obscene with it, weren't they?
Yeah.
Of course
It was you.
the first
Oh, I highly doubt
bit
that.
technology is used for.
I was too busy being disturbed by the fact that you could open the microwave and it stayed on.
Wait, what? That's not good.
I know, right? That seems bad. But anyway, yeah, Joe, I forgot what we were talking to him about. Maybe you could tell about your religion, Jeremiah. Maybe they have a religion.
Oh
Brad,
no.
Whit,
Perhaps.
hey Brad, did you mention anything to Zampano about the model ship that you saw one of them with?
Yeah, I said, hey, look at that model ship.
And do you describe it?
Yeah, it's over there. It looks cool. It's a little model ship that sounds exactly like Venno described it before.
Well, I haven't built a model in a long time, but if you'd like to buy it for me, I'd be okay with it.
Well, do you? Well, while you're kind of discussing the model ship, Hashishire, kind of types up, your general conversation and, shows it to him. And the one with the model pulls it out and sets it on the table. And Zampano, it is an exact replica of your fighter.
Isn't that a weird looking ship, Zampano?
Where did you get this model? It looks familiar.
Well, there's a little bit of conversation happening between Hashishire and Bright, and Hashishire comes back and says they recently purchased it from the impound lot for dirt cheap. It seems it doesn't seem to be working at the moment.
The model or the actual ship?
The actual ship. They have the model, or Hashishire explains they have the model to attempt to try to figure out why it won't start.
Oh, that doesn't explain why they were making Bruce sounds and flying it around.
Tell him you have to treat it right.
How cheap is dirt cheap anyway?
Apparently, they paid 400 credits for it.
400 credits for a ship?
I mean, nobody could get it started from.
Broken ship.
Maybe we
Nobody
should
could get
take a
it
look at
started
it.
even after fixing it. They, replacing parts and whatnot. They just could not figure out why it wouldn't start.
Well, Zampano, did you have any special things on your ship? Maybe this is your ship.
Well, I did have pull-up bars installed in every possible place.
Pull-up bars.
Well, I had a lot of exercise things and quite a few punching bags, so I could let off some steam.
Let me remind you that there's basically a cockpit with 2 seats.
Just means every possible space is kind of limited and outnumbered.
So you got a little
How many
speed
there are?
bag in the middle about that tall. You sit there and you flick it with your finger.
Like one pull-up bar to get out of your chair.
No. He has those hand things that he squeezes. The exercise thing.
Balls.
No, it looks like a handlebar that somebody basically bent in half and put a spring in it, and you just
Oh, I know. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
you just squeeze them, and I can't think of what the hell they're called.
It's a grip strengthener, grip exercise thing.
I'd imagine there's probably a couple of those in the cockpit, maybe a couple of free weights, a couple of dumbbells. Not free weights, but dumbbells.
I worked with an interior decorator. We fit a lot in.
Yeah, there's probably a number of small storage compartments amongst it, but not a whole lot of living space, if you get my drift.
I have no doubt a center like you could fit a lot in.
There's probably like trash or takeout trash in the co-pilot seat.
No, the boxing bag or the punching bag is in the co-pilot seat, and I just reach over and hit it every once in a while.
Same thing when there was a co-pilot.
Yeah, Does anyone want to be my new co-pilot?
Yeah, the last one was named Goose, and he didn't make it.
Dude,
Too soon? Is that what you said?
yes.
How old is that movie? Shit.
Although it might be older than some of the people here.
Not old enough, you monster.
No, it's not older than some of the people here. I tell
Not
you.
older than me.
Oh, what year did Top Gun come out? I
Well,
want
by
to say it was,
some people I meant Benno.
I'm gonna say 88 to 92, somewhere in there.
yeah, I was going to say like late 80s, early 90s. Now we've got to look.
86.
Oh, okay. Year I was
86.
born.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I think 34 years is more than
And a
adequate
sequel
time.
this year.
Yeah,
Soon.
that. Yeah,
It's okay that
supposedly.
you're wrong about that. We forgive you.
Hmm. Hey, I followed the 7-year rule.
37-year rule.
No, the 7-year rule. Just 7. Uh,
So if this is a casino, what's in here?
it just seems to be various games and with different game pieces. You're not familiar with a lot of them. Let's see. They seem to be, or the denizens here seem to be ignoring you.
Who do I have to talk to? Who do I have to punch to get my ship back?
Let's see. The games are very strange to pack worlders. Give me. Hold on. All right. Well, if you want to give an intelligence check, you're going to have to ante up 100 credits. And this is just to learn the rules.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Uh,
Nice of you.
100
well, I mean,
credits.
it is a gambling nook.
Japano, maybe you could challenge me to a
And I
duel
can't
for
use my
control of the
cultural,
ship.
like culture or something like that.
I mean,
I mean, hell, just a straight up intelligence check. Cotton's a smart feller, but oh, what the hell? He's gonna have to do it. 100 credits, huh? 1472.
At least once, huh?
At least once. We're gonna roll the
Can I
dice.
assist him without paying? Like look over his shoulder and say, "Hey, look at that."
What's your alignment, Zivrak?
My alignment is. Where does it say?
I
Oh,
think
I'm
it's in the
chaotic
nook.
good.
Okay, cheating would be in the wheelhouse of chaotic good, I think.
you cheat for justice.
He's not cheating. He's just trying to learn.
So what do I do?
Now, all right. Now, if you would like to give not to help him, but if you'd like to give an intelligence check to kind of watch him and watch the game to kind of learn it yourself, you can. And if you wanted to chip in or ante up next time, you would get a bonus.
I'll watch. Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. So both of you give me an intelligence.
Oh, fuck me.
Hey, wait, do I see Zivrak trying to cheat?
That's not the color of my dice.
I'm not trying to cheat. I'm just trying to watch how the game works.
Yeah, you think you have a really good understanding of how this game works, and you know exactly where Cotton went wrong. Sorry,
You're not
Cotton.
supposed to eat into pieces.
I think I'm trained in sleight of hand. Does the professor have any, like, jingle jangle change on him?
Do you have any credit sticks? I think is what he's asking.
I get my 100 credits back since that fucker sat there and watched and I paid. No, I'm not trained in sleight of hand.
I explained to Cotton how gambling is the perfect example of entropy and how you can slowly watch your bank account dissolve over the process of gambling.
Well, I didn't have any fun at it, to tell you the truth. He just walks off. That's a bunch of stupid shit right there. I had some money saved up and all that. I think y'all's a bunch of cheaters. I don't understand it. Let's get the hell out of here. This space station's boring.
Bye, Mothman.
So
Right.
to-
Apparently, Zivrak's going to give it a chance.
Yeah, he puts down his UPBs. All right, let me give this a try. I'll try to win back Cotton's money.
All right, so give me an intelligence check.
All right, do I get a bonus?
Oh,
You said
yeah, +1.
someone was like plus 22.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Apparently, I didn't learn well enough.
You just lost a spaceship.
no,
Well,
you lost the 50 UPB you put up.
You,
All
you
right, let me
slip
try
and
one
the,
more time.
the keys to the ship accidentally land in the pot.
now
Well,
someone owns
well,
Zivrak.
it's a good thing Zivrak doesn't have the keys. I think Cotton does.
We're trusting Cotton with the keys to the spaceship.
Pretty sure Wit is the
I
one who should
wouldn't
probably
leave you
have.
behind. Come on, man. What kind of guy you think I am,
Hey, I
dude?
never forgot anything. I'm permanently stoned.
Unfortunately, you do better that hand. You put your pieces and played your cards, to the best of your abilities, but you still lost.
That's
Stupid.
Telling you, they're cheating.
I think we need a mandatory where the fuck are the keys roll every time we go back to the ship now.
Cotton's over here. Hey, squirrel dude, one last time. We're getting ready to leave.
Check
That
my
was
pockets for the
Squirrel
keys.
man, squirrel man.
that was a trick we used
You
to
do not have
play.
the keys, Zivrak. But Zivrak, you're still in here with Hassashire. Is there anything else you'd like to ask the pirates? Like maybe some information that might help you?
Oh yeah, could you give us information about the place we're going? I was gonna call it Gondor, but I feel like that's wrong.
Gulta.
Golta, that's right. If you know anything about Gondor, that's good too.
It is a moon that is owned by the Aslanti noble Sardat Zolan Ulavestra, who controls the prison of the moon of Gultra, that is guarded by guards who serve the Aslanti noble Sardat Zolan Ulavesta. All Aslanti prisons are protected by a vanguard parapet because it is a starship specifically for guarding things such as prisoners. Vanguard parapet has less shields on its forward side, but it has a heavy laser cannon on its forward side and also a high explosive missile launcher on its forward side and a light particle beam that is on a turret so it can also hit targets on its forward side. So it wishes enemy ships to target its forward side. It is not very fast. It is not a very fast ship because it is for guarding prisoners, which requires it to stay near the prison.
This guy's a weirdly Pacific conversationalist.
I was thinking. So what I'm hearing is we need to launch a bunch of missiles at the front and then hide.
I think you do actually have a missile launcher now, don't you?
That was my
Or-
thinking.
Or torpedo launcher? I don't remember if you actually put that on or not.
It's a torpedo launcher that was put on one of the turrets.
I thought it was on the forward arc. I
Yeah, I
could
think
be
it's on
Maybe
the
it's on the
forward, and we
forward
put
arc.
the flak cannon on the turret
Yeah.
so that we could shoot missiles.
Squirrel man! Squirrel man!
Did you fight the guy or is he still hiding?
I don't know. Cotton's looking all around his table over here. We're getting
He-
ready to
he's-
leave. You want to sell that putty or not?
Give me a perception check.
Was he at the other table before?
I think it was at the middle table, but it's not important. You put your ear close to the metal or up against the metal door thing, and you listen in, and there's absolutely no sound coming from the other side. You suspect there's probably some sort of entrance that he uses to get in and out of his shop. I mean, you do know that this place is full of maze-like pipes and whatnot, and he is a small
He is
critter.
a squirrel dude. Well, alright, jackass. I'm headed to the
Maybe he'll
ship.
trade for nuts.
Let's go back to the ship and scan for your fighter.
I didn't have a
Well-
good experience at this place, man.
We talked to the guy in the hallway.
Well, I
think
mean, you
some-
never did ask him, where it was or if you You could try to get it off them or anything.
That's what I was trying to ask, but there was like crosstalk. I wanted to see who I could talk to about getting it.
You talk to him, Zampano. Throw your fist at him if need be.
Well, Hashishire has to translate, but there is one more piece of information that these guys can tell you if well, actually I'll get that anyway, but there is another piece of information that they do have if you ask the question.
Okay, we do that.
We asked the
No,
question.
no, I need you to actually ask the question. Actually say the question.
Do we
I'm not gonna
know? Did we know who bought it yet?
Oh, the Glimshar pirates or the Glimshars bought it,
Okay.
and yeah, they are technically pirates, but they're benign to y'all. They're just
Oh.
kind of here to gamble, and they found a cool ship that nobody can start, so they're kind of perplexed by it.
But
Hmm.
would they sell it to Zampano?
Do you ask?
Yeah.
Well,
We might. They tell you that they might be willing to at least make back their money, maybe a little extra.
Intimidation check time.
All right.
Let's see here. I'm gonna roll intimidation and tell him to give me back my ship.
Okay. They throw you the keys and the model.
Ah, it's nice doing business with you.
Okay, I gotta say, guys, airplanes don't have keys.
They're not airplanes.
Yeah,
Well,
this is
I'm
space.
just saying, that's the trick we used to play when I worked on the flight line. We used to tell the new guys, "Hey, go get the keys to the plane," and they would go and they'd ask for it, and the people would know that they're new because, well, they're asking for keys to the plane, and they'd fuck with them for a while. It was fun.
The cockpit has keys now, though.
Maybe
Well,
on some models, but not on military planes at least.
I
I
figured
know
if, like,
for
for this, it'd be like a proximity thing. So, like, if you
Yeah,
don't have that, it wouldn't let you start it.
well, I would
I know-
imagine there
A
probably
Cessna
is.
has a key.
I would imagine that there probably is a actual physical key for emergency situations or accessing critical vital parts or something of the ship.
What, in a
But other
military plane? No. At
no,
least
I was meaning this your ship, and it probably
Yeah,
has like a proximity type of key fob. So
yeah.
as
I
long as
feel
one of
like
y'all is on the
Bishop
ship,
would have
y'all
installed
can
some.
start it.
Probably has a DNA scanner or something, right?
Y'all could install y'all
Yep.
could install
Yeah, but so
that
did the
or
police car,
biometric.
Carl. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and look how well that went.
Really well, yeah.
hey, guys, let's go talk to the other guy. I don't remember why we were talking to him, but we were supposed to come talk to this guy. Why were we going to talk to this guy?
I don't know, but to be honest, Wit is standing at the door, looking at his watch. His space watch, sorry.
Okay, better.
standing at the
Ven-
space door.
Benno, do you
Saying,
remember what we
"Are
were
we
going
there
to
yet?"
talk to the Tamarin guy about?
Hold your space patience, man.
Pretty much, a lot of information on Golta, basically.
Yeah,
How
let's
to
get the
get in.
information about the Golta. Here, I'll play the sound I recorded. Knocking sounds.
Knocking sounds.
You need to give each other. Let's see, that's supposed to be crap.
Are you sure that isn't a recording of the old captain's cabin?
That was much louder.
Oh well. Do me a favor, everybody. Remove 200 experience from your things. I need to adjust these because these are set for 4 players instead of 5.
Okay.
Oh, how do I do that?
The magnifying glass on main tab next to
200?
class. Yes, subtract 200.
So we should have 3,800 instead of 4,000.
That's what it looks like.
Yes.
Done on my end, at least.
You're supposed to get 100 for each for this one. Let's see, 600 divided by 4 is 150.
Yep.
Is that right? So I want to be fair, you know.
You say we're level 4? You want to be fair? We're level 4? Oh, okay.
No. Now hold your horses now, damn it.
They're fat horses.
Space Horse.
Yeah, the one was for curing Hashishire, and the other one was for learning about the Vanguard parapet. All right, so before we have our encounter with Talmarin, we're going to take a few minute break because I have some serious cottonmouth.
And
Cotton,
get
what are
in
you
his
doing
mouth.
to him?
I didn't do nothing with his mouth, man. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. He said 10-minute break, right? 10-minute break? Or he said
We can
just
go
a
ahead and
couple.
do the 10 minute.
Well, you said you're just gonna go get something to. What the hell have I
Yeah,
done?
just a couple minute break. Just need to go grab a drink.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Then I'll sit here and we'll talk about upcoming. Oh, by the way, tomorrow night we are back after a 1 month hiatus because Rob Tui has to take time off once a year. And it looks like he sold his house and he's moving or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what Rob's got going. But anyway, we're back playing tomorrow night. Rime of the Frost Maiden, Icewind Dale.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so
I got the collector's edition cover for that one.
oh
Beautiful.
really?
Yeah, let me show you in a second. I guess you know what it looks like, but
Oh yeah, with the well, whatever it is, demon on the front of it. Whatever that thing is.
I will be right back.
how well is this gonna show up?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like an owl.
All right, worst job ever. All right, good. All right, that was perfect. Yeah, I got a few of them. Like I have Rhyme.
I've got the boxed set of both the new Deadlands, The Weird West coming that I kickstarted.
I think I got them. Well, I got the the box set for the 3 core books that are like the foil or whatever they call it. And then I got the Eberron one, the latest one, and Rhyme and the Frost Maiden, and one was the Theros, Mystic Odysseys of Theros.
I'm gonna go look for my let's see, login.
Oh, I am back. I didn't get to see the book.
Oh, second. I'm gonna turn the light on and make this work. Actually.
Decided to go pee while I was up. So I'm back. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
throw
that's
on
right. I
Reddit.
had that one too.
Welcome back.
I think I gotta turn off
Okay,
V.
ready.
I gotta switch over to my actual camera and not VC for this to work, probably because VC kind of,
Also, I really like Carl's background there.
or not VC, XSplit. Let's see here. Yeah. So where is? 1 second. I gotta tweak one thing here.
That's a great background, Carl.
What's the other part behind you? Oh, those two. Gotcha.
Spirited Away, innit?
Yeah, something like that. I wonder if you could get like the Matrix behind you.
Yeah, I've got that somewhere.
That'd be pretty neat.
All right. So this is Rime of the Frost Maiden. Too close. Rime of the Frost Maiden front cover, and then the back cover. I'm dropping books for a back cover. Eberron front and back. And then I recently got this is the one where I said that's what my wife looks like if I wake her up in the middle of the night. And then let's just do this. This is the Theros one. Woo.
All right, I have thrown a ready check out there.
Oh, sorry. Thought we were just gonna do show and tell.
All right. So y'all are all going to the meeting place, crawl through some tubes or crawl through some pipes to get to
I'm
it.
following everyone else.
Does everybody remember where you're supposed to go to meet Talmarin? Zivrak remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farms. I don't remember. I just fly where where you guys tell me to.
Do y'all not see that big yellow arrow?
Yeah, I always see that big yellow arrow.
I don't know who drew it, but
I did. Pointing at me, that's where we're supposed to go.
apparently he came over the comms like, "Hey, I'm over here," and sent his location.
Oh, there's that hallway. Hell, I thought that was back over here. I went and looked for it over there earlier. Well, shit.
Yeah, I was good.
So,
I was clipping. There we go.
on a crazy note, you can add a different game to the background of this game.
Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
You tap out the proper signal. Let's see. Sounds of the rhythmic tapping echo from one pipe to another, reverberating in a soft chorus with each other until they finally die out. A minute passes without response, then 2, then 3. Patience eventually pays off as the soft sound of nails clicking against metal heralds the arrival of a creature in response. A pair of huge shimmering eyes appear in the darkness of the large bronze pipe 20 feet above the ground, then blink in curiosity as they regard you down below. Foreign critters in Aslant space, the being asked, craning her long neck to get a better view of the people who summoned her. What dost thou seek here? Let me share an image. And before you say it, I'm just going to cut to the chase. Space Weasel.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna, nobody's making fun of anybody here. We're just really looking for some information. We're looking for somebody, or something.
Yeah, about Gondor
You gotta
Moon.
get them out of a place where I'm really not looking forward to going. And we gotta like approach from the front and then hide and kind of try to slip in the back. I don't know. It really doesn't sound like a good plan to me so far. So we're kind of hoping you'd help us out. Cotton just rambles on and on and on and on.
I heard Bishop talk about a similar strategy once.
Very curious like. The Aslanti should. Well, shit. I'm having issues reading this one. The Aslanti
Should
should
have.
not be leaving one simple ship to guard a newly conquered territory, Talman muses, twirling her whiskers with a stubby claw. There has been no pronouncements of an annexation, nor any rumors of important military operations or discoveries. Move, Moki.
It doesn't say
Space
move, Moki.
Monkey.
Space Moki. No, the cat got in between me and the laptop. I couldn't continue reading. Operations or discoveries. Thou wouldst not have passed through the borders of Aslant so easily if there were. I wonder if the Sardot is keeping secrets and exceeding his authority.
Well,
Did they do that a lot?
Do what?
Exceed their
Keep secrets,
authority.
exceed authority.
Mm, Sardots are generally very what's the word? Fuck. Ambitious. That's it. Very, very ambitious. Yes, yes.
what's the name of the space station or whatever the hell this is?
Outpost Z.
The one we're on now is. And we're going to the G moon.
Which spot on the G moon?
It's kind of hard to reach.
Outpost Z.
Golta.
Prison.
You just had to practice, my friend.
I got short, stubby fingers. Cotton's
You
not.
know if these
Cotton's
places
not
have
well
like
equipped.
secret backdoor entrances?
That's
Sneaky.
around the corner from that spot on the G.
Do you plan on going to Golta for some reason?
Yeah, our friends there.
How did you get in? May I see your flight path?
There's a lot of doors, but eventually they opened.
Yes, the bioscanners can be quite finicky to new races. But your flight plan, may I see it?
You're the flight plan.
That's part of the problem is that the flight plan was lost when we were raided by those. See, we had to flee some pirates and we ended up in a space storm, and it threw us off course. And then, so here we are. Hi.
Are you trying to bluff?
I might be because I have no flight plan. I usually don't really
You
have.
do. You do have a flight plan. How you got into Aslanti territory?
Yeah, but I'm
It's
not
with the
sure I want to
space
share.
keys.
I'm not sure I want to share it with this person. I mean, is this a contact we were given to meet here, or is this just because?
Somebody gave you the contact information.
All right, well, if somebody gave us this person is a cool contact, I wouldn't. I was kind of trying to make it look like an accident that we ended up here, but all right.
I don't know. It
Maybe
seems
leave
like
off
a.
the origination point or something.
All right, so I'll pull my communicator out and I'll upload it to a chip real quick and hand it to them. So this is our
When,
flight plan.
when
He
you
seems
started
like a stout sort of fellow.
when you started saying you were trying to make it look like an accident, that's not where I thought you were going to go with that.
That's how the
All right.
corpse happened.
Well, she takes the chip and puts it into her personal communicator and such, and pulls up the flight plan. Interesting.
There was a virus on that ship. It
You,
just completely wiped out her. I'm kidding.
mm,
Yeah, if
do,
Hunt
do
really put a virus on it, would order him like delivery to the ship.
do you guys don't believe in fate, do you?
Well, sure, absolutely.
Are you
Well,
sure?
there's
Just
some
go
Yeah.
people who
to-
believe in the fates,
Sounds
but
like you do.
but are they
Well,
material or are they just a
well, in any
What do you
case,
think,
concept?
Jeremiah? Is there some kind of fate in your religion?
Well, yes, all our fates are controlled by he who rules the cosmos, and we are led down the paths of his choosing.
well, I don't know
Spiraling
about all that, but
towards,
fate, yes, fate.
spiraling towards the end of entropy, which is the end of all universe
Oh my gosh,
and
can we
everything that we
play?
know.
Oh my god, the two of you two just drive me fucking crazy. Some anyway, yeah, I believe in fate.
Well, I believe it fate that may have brought you to me because there's a group of three prisoners held in on Golta, and I believe you are after somebody there, uh, but they're non-Aslanti, so they're likely, held in the very same area.
Well, listen, I'm gonna have to get buy-in from the rest of the crew. So let me ask you a question. Does it bring
Okay,
us closer to the all-consuming destruction that the devouring will bring? Does if
I
we do
doubt
this?
that.
Oh, sorry,
I mean,
Wit. I don't know.
you all seem pretty capable.
Will it bring us any closer to God?
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not
Well,
exactly
then see there,
like,
preacher. I'm not
I
gonna be able to get my crew to go along. One of them just looking for everything to just go all to hell, and the other one thinks that somebody's gonna come bail us out of it.
well, anyway, there's three prisoners there, and if you're there to break out a friend, I will pay you 1,000 credits for each prisoner returned alive.
Holy
What if,
shit!
what if we don't return them alive?
If we bring half of their corpse back,
Are they worth 500 credits then?
Well,
It'd be 125.
I give us yeah,
I guess we could just make sure they don't die. But
300
you know,
credits.
Witch over here talking about the end of things. You never know.
well, actually, since there's six of you, it'd be 1,200 credits each for each prisoner. That way, you get 200 credits each.
There's 5 of us,
Yeah.
isn't there?
Hold on, I'm sorry, 250. 12. It'd be 1,250 for each prisoner return.
That sounds good. And there's 3 of them that you need escaped.
Yes, rescued.
Let me write down their names. What they look like.
I could use some. I could
You
use
know,
some folded money.
this is strange. It
Do you think
says
you could?
whether the PCs accept the deal or not, Talmarin is willing to modify the PC ship to allow them to travel safely through Aslanti space. But it technically already does, unless other than the visual aspect of it.
Maybe we need like an upgraded BIOS for our transmitter.
However, I do see a possible flaw in your plans. See, uh,
Oh,
high security Aslanti prison isn't likely to let a ship dock simply because it claims to have supplies. Such shipments are all tracked in one prisoner's computer systems.
Do you think you could ferret us up some transponders?
Well,
nice one.
You all
well,
missed my stout one, so I had to go again.
I don't know where to go. I suggest that to prevent an Aslanti supply ship from reaching Golta. Wait. Okay, yeah. I suggest you prevent an Aslanti supply ship from reaching the moon of Golta and take its place as payment for services. Talmarin demands slide. If you do, happen to take a supply ship, I would like at least some of the supplies on the ship that you hijack.
If we have an extra ship afterwards, do you know someone who will buy it?
I'm not all that fond of having to fly a damn freighter around. I need something more responsive. You don't understand. These guys tend to get you in trouble.
Oh, I know. I have no intention of personally crossing the Empire whatsoever. I certainly don't want to lure a starship out here to Outpost Ed. So you might be on your own with that. However, there is this key card here. Hold on. I have a stolen key card that can get you from one of Golta's docking bays into the prison cell blocks.
Really? Well, this might
Yes.
be doable. What do you
Where
say,
could we find it?
Professor?
That
Wit?
sounds good, but where do we get the supply ship?
That's a fine question. You see, they are always coming and going to the moon prison. Going. The moon prison needs many supplies. Thou should ask other merchants or the Glimshire pirates. They payeth more attention to where ships are crossing. Aslanti ships cometh not to Outpost Z unless they hast good reason. So thou shalt need to lure one in, then take the ship and the cargo. I suppose thou wanteth not the crew, but I can take I can take them from you for a while, free of charge, unless thy desire is to kill them for doing their jobs.
Will we get paid extra?
I'm afraid not.
Ah,
And what about, hey, Jeremiah, maybe you can force them to become your disciples. Take notes.
Free will is an important part of the plan of
Oh,
God, so I cannot force them.
well,
However,
maybe
I can try to
you can
ask
give
them
them pamphlets.
to join me. Yes.
I mean, you can always knock them out. You don't have to kill them.
I'll give you access to the printer on the ship. You can print out some brochures.
Jeremiah is quite okay with killing them, just not forcibly converting them. But killing them,
Oh, okay.
that's cool.
Well,
there's
what
a
about
lot. There's a
capturing them?
line.
Prisoners of war sort of thing.
We all have our morals, you know.
Wait a minute, you've locked down the printers on the ship so we can't use them freely. What kind of bull Nazi regime is this?
Oh, Cotton kept printing some weird stuff.
No, man. Wasn't me.
Flyers about save the space trees and
You should have
weird
seen the
shit
stuff
like
that
that.
Bishop was printing.
Oh, he was printing like big ass fold up
Just photocopying
magazines
to
and
his
shit.
ass. Just over and over. Thousands.
Oh, he was definitely printing
Door knocking pamphlets.
magazine form.
Here, let me just leave you this little booklet here.
All right, well, you're welcome to ask more questions. I'm sure you have plenty, right?
How much wood could woodchuck chuck for good chuck wood?
Uh,
42.
I
Oh,
have to, I have
I
to
was gonna say
ask you.
47.
What do you think? What do you think our chances of survival are getting in and out of this place? You think maybe?
Mm, depends on how clever and crafty you are, I suppose.
And where would
We're
we get one of these
doomed.
freighters?
We gotta go talk to the pirates, you said.
Let's go talk. Okay, so when we go talk to the pirates, now what pirate is it that I'm looking for specifically? Who?
The Glimchar,
Yeah.
Glimchar
Oh,
pirate.
those glimpses.
But,
Okay.
Yeah,
but
All the ones
that
that
guy.
yeah, they didn't seem to have any information regarding
the ones that
the
Zampano
the.
just scared the shit out of.
Well, I don't recall it. Don't remember them having any information other than the about the Vanguard and Sardat. I think they
Go
would
find the
basically.
squirrel.
I think they basically would tell you that they kind of come and go, almost randomly. Let's see.
You need to find a way to lure one here. Maybe if
Oh,
we put an order and we space Amazon.
okay. Apparently, the modification she wishes to make to your ship will be able to get you into the. My modifications will get thee into the docking bay. Take thee this key. With it thou shalt be able to pass from the cargo bay to the cell blocks. Thou needest be stealthy like to survive. The Aslanti won't be mistaking thee for anything but pack world critters, so thou shalt needeth a disguise to look like Aslanti folk. If thou shouldst be caught or show up where thou shouldst not be, that is a fucked up word. The Aslanti will imprison or kill you.
I'm
Be
surprised she
certain.
said that all of a sudden.
No, that was me, the
No,
DM, saying
I
it, not
know.
her. Be certain thou hast a clear escape route to run back to thy ship, for thou shalt need it.
Tidrak and Wit probably exchange a look about being disguised as Aslanti.
Then we look down at the gnome. All right.
Yes, yes. I have a feeling that that might be difficult.
Do I need to stay on the ship?
We can make stilts of you.
Well, well, there's like
Clone
what only two
tomorrow.
characters that
Oh,
yeah, there's only like two characters that could pull off a humanoid or a human in armor, whereas the rest
where
of
they
you
can.
are either too big and too misshapen or too small.
I
I
do
think
have.
we should wear like kind of a
Prisoners.
crates.
Prisoners. We go in as prisoners.
Oh, I thought we could hide in a
Oh,
box and Sempano and Jeremiah could carry us.
oh, are you gonna pull a Chewbacca?
Yeah.
I was saying I would make a good prisoner if I was escorted because I don't. My weapon is like my solar weapon, and it's just my fist, basically.
But you're actually
But
one of the ones that could wear the Aslanti armor and probably
well,
pass for an Aslanti guard.
well, I don't know what the fuck to do then.
Well,
I'm gonna suggest some heavy-duty Vesk claw appliances to this town we're in. She looks like she's in desperate need of them.
But the ones I wish you to rescue, there are three: a Vesk named Mothkala, a Shirin named Sichik, and a Silvara whose name I'm not tongue-tied or twisty-tongued enough for speaking. They were past diggers, archaeologists. They smuggled things off Aslanti sites that once belonged to us Aslanti aliens and gave them back to the people who were supposed to own them. I smuggled for them for a long time, but one day they picked up something powerful that Aslanti wanted. So the Aslanti went and picked them up. I saw the Aslanti ships moving in and flew off. Never came in for the rendezvous. They probably think I've abandoned them, but I haven't forgotten. I am just a coward. She kind of ducks her head and looks a bit embarrassed.
oops, sorry. I bumped the.
What's the other race? It's
Slivera. Not my bad. I
there.
transposed the L and I.
Did anyone else double check the chat when Veno said he wasn't twisty tongue enough to say it, whether or not that was what the character was saying or he was saying it? I totally
Yes.
double checked it.
Yeah, I'm probably not twisty tongued enough either. I kind of like this character.
Yeah, I like it too.
About half Wolverine there. That son of a bitch got some claws.
Well, let's see, somewhere it gives a verbal description. The technician Talmarin resembles a cross between a white-furred cat and a weasel. She has long ears, a long, flexible neck, and a thin, flexible body, and short limbs and paws that look suitable for burrowing. Her eyes are huge and clouded, and she is wearing colorful layers of silver and blue clothing, though nothing that would impede her movement in a tight space.
Hmm.
And by the way, she has been speaking to you in common. Yeah, she speaks a very odd dialect of common.
Should we not have noticed?
Thou shouldst.
Well, we should go save these people and get a reward, and then also we can save our friend. And also, they're archaeologists, so maybe I can go talk to them and we can.
And as far as if you, I'd say you're probably familiar with the name Sechik, however you say that, Sekchik,
Sick
Seek
chick.
chick.
Sick chick.
something like that.
Chick.
Sekchik,
Chick.
that's
Chick.
it.
Chick.
Sekchik. Yeah, you're familiar with that Sharon. You've been to a few of his lectures when you were still young in your profession.
Oh yeah, you remember that Sheeran. He also had a nice hat.
Who? Ed Sheeran?
Mm.
Go see chick. He's a cousin.
And just like all Star Empire prisons, Golta keeps its non-Aslanti in one place. Golta's is called Cell Block J. Thou should start looking there. The Aslanti don't keep machine meat androids like her in the same cages as other aliens. Aslanti don't think the machine meats are sentient. Thou shalt have to look in cell block places separate from the other prisoners.
So the meaty prisoners will be in cell block J.
What's a machine
Great.
meat android? Is that like Jeremiah?
Well, machine meat is what basically this character is calling an android.
So how many cell blocks are there?
Well, if that's J, there's got to be other letters before that.
Good question.
Yeah, because if that's J and we have to
It's
look
like
in
a
the other
J.
cell blocks, oh my gosh.
Well, we can probably check the computer system and
Maybe we can scan the ship on the way in.
which one is an android?
Hmm?
Which one is the android?
It's basically a machine person, like
I'm
Data.
Android.
Slavara?
Golta.
No. Sedona is the android you're looking for.
Oh, okay, I got you. I thought it was talking about those three, and I can't figure out what a Slavara is, so I was confused.
Give me a second. I don't know if that's a player race or not. I don't think it
It's
is.
It
just
didn't
a,
seem to be.
it's just about break time, so if we want to do a little googling, we could do that.
Alright, it is not in the races.
Yeah, I Googled, it didn't really say anything, and the most I got was found there was a list of species that live in the Aslanti Star Empire. It was on a list.
And it's SLI, not SIL.
Yes, I.
Pack Worlds. No, it's not going to be Pack Worlds, is it?
Let's take that break. My bladder's full.
Yep, 10-minute break.
So I will start to count down, and we'll turn some pretzel on. What's pretzel playing? I want some what? Drum and bass. That's what I want. Drum and bass. Drum and bass. Okay, we'll be right back. We're back.
Welcome back. I think everybody's here. Yep, I see everybody. Well, everybody except for Wit because he's a slacker tonight. No, I don't see you on cam. That's what I was saying.
It would be weird if you did, considering my cam's unplugged.
No, I was just calling you a slacker because you're not on cam tonight.
Fair enough. I'll allow it.
Well, I'd still call you a slacker even if
He's
you didn't allow it.
cam shaming you, man.
I am.
Well, not everyone can be as prolific as Ven the Cam Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm. Laugh it up, fuzzball.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Veno's free cam sex.
No. Marb.
What?
Yeah, I flipped over to the stream and saw it, so yeah, that's why I flipped you off. But yes, there are several different ways to get information on the shipping routes. How would you like to go about doing that?
Well, what various ways are there?
Well, Talmarin suggested talking to the merchants or the Glimshar pirates.
Japata, you scared those pirates real good. Maybe they will tell you something else if you wave your hands around.
Carl, you might get Marv in trouble with that background.
What? I didn't see it.
It looked like some of the beginning or opening scenes to Babylon 5. I
Oh,
could be wrong with that.
as long as it wasn't like some kind of nudity or something.
No, but I was just saying you might get in trouble for that.
All right, so I'm gonna put Talmarin's image away here. We don't need that. I don't need that on the stream anymore.
No, not really.
Tidy up some mappage. All right, so let's go visit with these pirates because it seems like they A, might be able to get us a ship, and B, get us the navigational charts.
All right. Oh, all right. So you go to talk to the Glimshar pirates. Well, you'll have to make sure Hashishire is with you, since none of y'all understand Terran.
I thought our gnome or Cotton spoke Terran.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
I must have missed that. And
Yeah.
then you, in that case, you can communicate with Bright Bright.
Terran.
Yep.
Yep.
Like the Earth Elementals thing.
Well, right now, Cotton is eating his mucus muffin on a vending machine.
You sure that's not a brand muffin?
It's a mucus muffin. It's this tastiest sounding thing in there. It's real salty. All right.
Oops. You sure it's not a brand muffin?
So back around here, and I gotta go all the way through. Okay, I gotta walk all the way back around here. Go talk to these pirates.
We can theater of mind it. It's not a problem.
Okay. So just standing right here. So we go back and talk to these pirates, and I'm gonna say that yeah, it's something that we might be interested in. Well, let me put it this way: you might have something that we are interested in.
You mean other than the ship that your cohort manhandled out of us?
Cohort, who are you talking about?
We're not good at questioning what he did to get it.
He's
Is he
threatened.
pointing at Zampano? I'm gonna say that greasy drifter hitchhiker, we picked him up. He ain't no cohort of mine. Hello, Stark.
What's up, Stark?
Switching to the Matrix is still copyright infringement, he says. Anyway, so I don't know what your
Well,
beef is with that dude. I don't even hardly know that guy.
well, you see bright and bright light. Well, communicating, not talking per se. You see them lighting up and changing different colors and crackling and popping and whatnot.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's quite the light show. And if Cotton was stoned, which he probably is,
Yeah, he's just looking at my.
me and my partner have decided that it would not be in our best interest to give shipping information, competition and all.
Look,
Wait.
I assure
Cotton,
you,
maybe,
we have no
maybe we should
desire. Hang
offer
on a
them the
second,
ship
Professor.
after. Okay.
We have no desire at all to get into competition with you. We are strictly going to do one thing and one thing only. And yeah, that's a good idea, Professor. When we get
I didn't
back,
hear.
you can have the damn ship.
Really? Hmm. They begin to talk a little bit more excitedly now. It's just like, good. That sounds good. Bring us the PC or the PC, the ship, and we'll go ahead and get you the coordinates for the closest one.
You don't have any idea where I might find one of these ships, do you?
What, the shipping? Aslanti shipping ship? Yeah,
Yeah.
we're pirates.
So if you help us out, then you can have it after we save our friends.
Point us in the right direction. We're pretty good at going and lifting a ship, but you know.
All right. Well, you find out that there's a ship called the Relic.
Oh,
It
great! Fucking relic.
um it's slated to pass nearby Outpost Z, but it's not actually coming here.
Should we board it, or can we trick them to come here?
Well, how good are their sensors, do you think?
I don't. It's just a shipping freighter, right?
It's a cargo ship known as the Relic. Will be passing close to Outpost Z soon, and the ship is scheduled to stop at Gulta among other destinations.
Maybe we should put a harpoon cannon on the cosmic Brownie, and then we can harpoon it and go over into space.
How likely would they be to respond to a distress signal?
Hmm. I'm hearing some good ideas here.
Like if we know they're coming here, so if we go near here, put out a distress signal, and they stop to help us, then we could basically take them over.
Captain, I am in distress here.
Wait, I have an idea. If we could make along those lines, if we could make Zampano's ship work, he could send a distress signal, because they'll be like, "Oh, a little fighter, we can go tow him back," and then they show up, and instead, haha, it's the cosmic Brownie. Anybody?
We really need a military-minded person to just take charge of the operation. That would not be Cotton.
Well, isn't Cotton kind of an idea man?
He is, but you know, Cotton threw his idea out there is that we'd have to go in as prisoners. Now, are there non-empire, are there packed worlds I mean, there's a lot of different races we've seen. I mean, hell, we've
Yeah.
seen 30 or 40 different races. Well, how do they know that we ain't from the Empire? How does everybody know that we're not from the Empire?
Because the Empire has like certain races, and the Pack World
Rule us,
races
and we
don't
won't
normally come here.
Is there any race that I look like that the gnome looks like? Is there any little short races? Put a damn rat snoot on him if you have to, or something, just like that
do we
other
make
dude.
them look like androids? Like, if you
You,
want to, they know what androids
it,
are,
Oh, they
obviously.
could imprison
yeah.
androids. That could work.
They
If
could
So
put.
we
somebody has
could
the
just
if
make
somebody has a disguise kit,
Unfortunately,
I will
Stark,
allow them to
my character is Captain
do
Cotton
any
Captain,
of
and
the
he's a
other
space hippie. He don't fucking
characters as an android with a successful
We can
check, of
put.
course.
We can put a bin on his head, and he can be an SRO.
Yeah. Just we'll tie the vacuum to her crotch.
Well, first you need to get the ship here.
Usual.
Like
What do you
said,
think, Whit
just
and
check the
Jeremiah?
if they're a freighter or a cargo ship, we could either that or we could be a merchant, like the traveling merchant we ran into. So obviously that's a thing.
What if we came in as some high level Empire operatives that needed to speak with certain prisoners, and we demanded that the warden have them brought to us at a certain location, and then we just, okay, see ya.
What if we crash the ship really, really hard into the side of the space station so
Fuck.
that we just stop where the cells are, get them on board, and then we just slowly back away as if nothing happened?
All right, Whit, you're not allowed to drive anymore.
Uh, Sudden decompression in space, bad thing. We'll have to talk about that sometime.
But that's an idea, Jeremiah. If we say that we're merchants, they might be like, "Oh, that means they'll give us a reward for helping them." Because of
Well, either that or we can offer because we invited someone on our ship that was a merchant. Why wouldn't they?
that's true. We could be selling
So we
exotic
could
goods.
pretend to be like the merchant that hailed us, and then if they don't stop, we'll have to chase them and shoot out their engines. But if they do stop and they do deal with us, we can do some violent capitalism and get their shit.
Yes.
Okay.
So, which of the two of us could go in then? So, we've got Zampano, who is a not Pact World, right?
Well, they're
Yeah, he
basically
is.
humanoid, is what I think he really meant. So
They're
wearing
the right
Atlantean
shape.
uniforms.
Yeah, they in armor, in full armor, they could pass as a human or an Aslanti.
Whereas you
Because
would be a little short for a
totally tell.
stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then I don't think it would fit the professor or Wit very well.
It's mainly the helmet that you'd have issues with, Zivrak.
Yeah, they might
That's those
notice.
horns.
And that big tail that isn't usually there, that's holding a shield.
Well, I say A, we go in with myself, the professor, and Wit as mock prisoners. Or
Well, first you
B,
have to get a ship.
right.
Let's work on the ship
Well, yes,
first.
but what kind of ship? Because if we go in
The
there,
one that's
I mean, yeah, we
trying.
go in there as a freighter and do that, or we go in there as, we try to hijack some Empire vessel. I mean, if we're gonna
Well,
hijack a
Well,
ship,
you you talking to some of the merchants about this, or even Talmarin, they would have told you that sometimes the cargo vessels will transport prisoners.
Also, it seems like it'd be easier to get a freighter than a military ship.
will they transport high level military operatives for the Islandi.
If they did, it's probably not in regular cargo ships.
Exactly. Okay.
But
So where
you're
would we get a high-end
not-
military ship, though?
All we need to get
it's not going to be likely you're going to get one of those.
we need to do is get on the station, and then we can go. We know where the cell block is.
We have the key.
Yes, but you have to safely dock at the station, which you can't
Yeah.
do in
Okay,
your ship
That's what I'm
because
saying about the freighter.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
we
we
can
get
just
into the freighter. We take over the freighter. They have the transponders already set up. They're expected. All we have to do is dock with them.
and then we
can
can
hold
go
the
to
crew
the
hostage.
with the key and
Is this freighter big enough to stick our ship inside? Because I don't want to try to make an escape in a freighter. And we can just say it's a packed world ship that we're hauling back for study by somebody.
salvage.
Tractor vehicles or whatever.
Yeah, the
We
Empire
also,
wanted it.
I mean, you
It's a
assume
wrecked
it's
ship.
hot too. Like,
Yeah, we could.
could just get away clean, and they'll never know.
But what if the prisoners say we say there might be prisoners if they start asking questions, and that's why we have the salvage ship because they're related. But hopefully it doesn't come to that and we don't mention it.
And also, we could just go in with the cargo. We don't need to be prisoners. Like, we could just
well, Talmarin
pack
said
it.
that she was going to take the cargo from the ship that you hijack.
Well, yes, but he
When we
can
come back,
bins, and we could put all the people who would stand out in the bins, and basically load the cargo into the station, and then they could pop out of the box and go hunting.
Well,
once we're inside, that's a
here's
good
the
idea.
point. Yeah. Just take over the damn place.
We could have a station.
Let's take an army in there.
Release all the prisoners, and then they'll have a bit of a kerfuffle on their hands.
Hey, Weasel guy, can you
Oh,
get
I was
a...
muted, huh?
Yeah.
Is
You
my
go
ship
talk.
Aslanti?
Yes, but it's a fighter,
Okay.
and it's been custom modified.
Okay.
All right, so should we do the distress signal or the merchant? Or should we say we're merchants and if they don't come to us, then we'll do a distress signal?
Well, I mean, in theory, I guess you don't technically have to hijack a ship, but I have a feeling that attacking that guard ship is not going to be an easy combat.
I would like to hijack a merchant ship, put our ship inside of it, go in there and say that we've got prisoners plus cargo that we have to drop off, but this little ship, like you said, Professor, these prisoners came from this ship, and the ship is going someplace else. So
Yeah, this transport is actually smaller than your ship, so that would be a
oh, it
negative.
is.
So we gotta be sneaky, I guess.
Okay, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to make a getaway in a fucking transport ship. All right. Hey, Cotton Dude can do it.
We-
Can do, Cotton Dude can do.
What if we fly both ships to nearby and then transfer over to the cargo ship when we're, outside of sensor range? So that way, as soon as we leave, we can get out of range. We can hop on over to our ship in case we have to go fast.
Can we command our ship remotely? Like, for example, can we keep our ship out of range? Once we get in the station, we disable its defenses, and then we just
Well,
auto put our ship in.
there's a guard ship that's patrolling the prison moon, basically.
Oh. Okay, so can we turn the station's defenses on the guard ship?
And so basically, we are taking a freighter in here.
Well, actually, it's classified as a shuttle, but it's
Shuttle.
only has cargo bays.
Yeah, I think
Cargo.
that's more the equivalent of like a U-Haul.
Yeah, we're gonna do this in U-Haul. Okay, let's
Space
gear
Haul.
up.
Hey, at least as far as I can tell, as far as space U-Hauls go, this one's not bad.
All right. It just we won't try not to mention anything about what we're doing. Just got cargo.
All right, but first you have to acquire the supply ship.
Yes, so we'll go send him a message. We can start by sending a distress signal or pretending we're local merchants or vice versa.
Well, what
Do you
is
think
it,
you could
guys?
do you think you could sound distressed good on the comms, Cotton?
I can be distressed.
I can rough him up a little to make it real.
I can lock the fridge where the snacks are.
You cannot do that.
Okay, that's what we mean. It's too much distress. I think this is a good idea. Let's go do that.
So we do it, and it worked.
Hooray! That was awesome.
How much money did we get?
I don't even know
All the money.
what y'all tried.
Sent a distress signal. They came over. We punched them all out and took their ship.
We rolled so high on stealth, even the DM didn't see.
No, it's just there was a lot of lot being said very quickly. All right.
So,
Well,
Vino, what we plan on doing is sending a distress signal. And
Cotton's messed up with time again.
isn't that what we decided? Distress signal? We're not going to try to
Yeah.
hijack a freight ship.
oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, I mean, you're still going to try to hijack it. You just need to lure it towards the space station or
Yeah.
somewhere.
Well, I thought
Right.
they were expecting a freighter. We're going to steal a freighter that they were expecting
No,
to
no.
come there.
It's not coming to the station. It's coming nearby.
Yeah, that's why we go.
We go nearby.
And send out a distress signal, or we do the merchant trick, whichever you guys want.
You don't want to do it too near the station, otherwise they'll just send a signal for the station to respond to the distress call rather than them.
But we know where the station is. We know where the prison
They're going.
station
I mean,
is.
you
So we
could
can draw
send
a line.
you
Pick the
could
spot.
send you could send this distress signal from your ship away from the outpost. Just a thought.
I don't mean at this outpost, I mean anywhere near the prison station.
No, well, I think you're in the same system, but you're not exactly near it. You're like on the very outskirts of the system. All right. So
All right, let's
how
go
are you
do that.
how are you doing the distress signal?
We're gonna go turn on the regular distress signal beacon, and then Cotton will also be like, "Hey, anyone there? We need help." But he'll be all dramatic.
Okay, what I'm asking you specifically, are you generating the signal from Outpost Z, or are you doing it from your ship?
I thought we were doing from our ship.
I don't think you ever specified.
Oh, I thought that's what
No,
we were
we're
talking about.
not.
Because
We're
that's why
not
we were.
sending a distress signal from Outpost Z. Hell no.
Yeah, and we got to do it far enough away that they don't just call Outpost Z.
I mean, this is a
Carl was saying.
fucking dump, but it's the only dump we've got to run to.
It's our job.
We should
Our
do
dump in the middle of the week.
the distress call from an escape pod.
Well, that's a good idea.
Maybe an asteroid belt or something nearby we can hide in if we do that. So they
I
won't
wonder if there's any nearby.
close to it.
I've heard the chances of circumnavigating an asteroid belt are pretty slim.
Well, maybe if Cotton was sober once, he could do it.
No, it's harder that way,
And
man.
if we're just
I heard the chances of Cotton ever being sober are pretty slim.
You have
Okay,
Same for
to.
I just had a great thought for a map effect for Unity. Asteroids or small chunks of things
Yes,
exposed to rain and snow and such.
like micrometeors.
Yeah.
So Cotton needs you guys to understand something that you think that I'm inhibited in some. I'm actually enhanced by the products that I've ingested. It
Is that
enhances my
scientific,
abilities.
Zivrak?
But
Well, there are performance-enhancing drugs. I'm just not sure the kind he uses are those.
It really does improve my. It enhances me.
all right, so regardless of how exactly you're scanning or checking star maps or whatever, Zivrak, you do find that not, I'd say, uh, after the next planet closer to the star in this system is an asteroid belt, and it's just past a gas giant.
Yeah, so we can go there from the escape pod. Say that our pilot thought it was a shortcut and it wasn't. Something like that.
All right, so what is your overall plan? Just to lure them out to the area with the escape pod signal and then attack them, or
They'll come. They'll come
or you
recover the escape pod, and then we'll burst out and capture them,
We should use harpoon guns
aka
I
murder hobo them all.
I
or
think
just
the
demand their
the
surrender.
wiser, like what we want to do is we want to get some of our guys onto their ship because we don't want to damage their ship because
Yeah.
that would be suspicious. So
So they pull the escape pod into their cargo bay. We all burst out and murderize them, and then
yes,
take their ship.
Like
yes,
strippers from a
that's
cake,
the key. You have to be in the escape pod or whatever.
All
or
right, what about this? Me and Cotton will stay on the ship, pilot and work the scanners, because then I'll try to jam theirs for them not to find us, and we'll have
is that a
Du-
thing?
I think it is.
Well,
Um, and the
if
rest of you get into
scanners
escape
are
pods.
jammed, they'll know something's up, so we can't do that.
But not jam it directly, but just make it so that we look like an asteroid.
Well, could you just power down and make it look like there's been some severe damage?
Oh, I guess
And
we could do that too.
what kind of jam? I'd suggest raspberry.
I agree.
strawberry
And then
fan.
the other three of you get into escape pods, and they'll tractor you onto their ship, and then you leap out from the escape pods and you beat them up.
I will fill them with justice.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to let you know right now that you're actually stepping a little bit outside the module, but I'm okay with this. I will run with it. So you guys will be getting a little bit of extra XP if this
Oh.
is successful.
And
Yeah.
Cotton, you can
And if
keep
it's not, we'll all
piloting.
die.
And once they get the escape pods on their ship, we can open fire to distract them. And they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" Then you three go beat them up and bring them
Well,
justice.
once we would again not fired, but that's when you jam them, and that's when you make sure that they can't leave.
once they have the escape pod on board, we jam
Yeah.
them.
If they try to make a run for it, we take out their engines,
Can we? Yeah, can we shut their engines
like
down remotely?
temporarily. Yeah.
Last resort, though,
Yeah,
because
I think you can actually target different systems on the ship,
Because
like
Cotton's been
weapons.
messing with computers lately and stuff, man. You know.
knowing your guys' aim, you'll hit something else and blow it all up.
I'd rather not
Either way,
fire
I'll
on the
be in the
ship.
ship, so please don't blow it up.
Right,
That's
right.
my request.
So
Or
they'll need Sivrak, sorry, to be the science officer, so they can target individual weapons and
Yeah,
engines.
yeah. Basically, with your method, you're pretty much skipping the ship combat.
who needs ship combat?
So I
I'm
will.
perfectly
And
fine with shipping
replacing it with
melee or
melee, yeah.
ranged.
Well, that's assuming that the distress signal is successful.
Yeah.
and
Well,
tricking them.
we'll see.
And Whip will make a really good prisoner actually because he can summon his shield up at any point, and he can make any stick into a
A weapon.
entropy weapon.
No, a walking stick.
Yeah, anything can be turned into an entropy weapon.
Yeah, I hate to do this, guys, but I got a jet early today, so.
Yeah, I was going
I'll
to go
talk-
ahead and wrap it up. I was going
That's
to.
cool.
There is going to be a little bit of homework for you guys because y'all need to try to flesh out a bit of a plan. I'm going to be doing the same.
I think we've got the plan is the professor and I stay on our ship. We try to keep it screened or whatever. We jettison an escape pod with these guys in it. They send the distress signal. They come in, and as their ship comes in and pulls the escape pod in there, we shut their engines down, and we jam their communication signals. And these guys turn loose inside the ship, and we've got us a ship. So I'd imagine you've got some homework to do as well, don't you?
Yes.
One of you three can fly, right?
I can.
Sure.
Yeah, I have good time.
Well, he's a pilot. I mean, they had his ship anyway, so.
Well, to be fair, it's broken. That might be related.
Well, that's okay.
He
You got a
may have
point,
crashed
Professor.
it.
You
I
got
have
a
a
point.
+9 pilot.
So, well,
Hey.
you know what? We'd be able to find somebody to raid this early in the evening since we're quitting. So it looks like we got things to talk about between now and next Friday. Tomorrow night I'll be on Rob Tui's stream with Drake Takes running us through Icewind Dale. We'll be back next Thursday for Deadlands Thursday with me and two of these other guys up here. So anything else, fellas, that we need to tell folks about or whatever?
Not quite.
Not quite. Well, we do have some things to discuss, and Wick has to run. So, let's raid
Also-
somebody.
Does it seem a little evil that we just got a bunch of experience when Veno's doing milestones?
Well, I am kind of doing milestones, but when it's given me, like, if they do this, go ahead and give them the experience. It is sort of milestone, but it also just kind of generally says, okay, the PC should be this level at this point,
Okay, guys.
sort of.
I'll see
But
you
it's
guys later.
not
Have a
sorry
good one.
later. Yeah, so it's kind of vague on exactly when these milestones are supposed to happen.
We're gonna go raid
Basically,
Caesar. That's what we'll do.
basically, by the time you actually get to Golta, I believe you should be level or the next level.
All right, everybody. So that's what we're doing. We're out of here. We will see you next week for Starfinder on Friday. Deadlands on Thursday. Times are 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for coming by. Tell them bye, everybody.
Bye-bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You should watch those other
You
shows.
should watch